There are several different fixed ladders that you will use when inspecting or working on a cooling tower. Some examples of fixed ladders are fan deck access ladders, hot water basin access ladders, counterflow plenum access ladders, and temporary plenum ladders. A fan deck access ladder provides access to the fan deck from the ground level. Fan deck access ladders will typically be equipped with a ladder safety cage and will not require additional fall protection. Hot water basin access ladders provide access from the fan deck to the hot water basin. Hot water basin access ladders are typically short ladders and will not require fall protection if less than 6 foot. Counterflow plenum ladders will provide access to the plenum area of a counterflow cooling tower through a hatch in the fan deck. Counterflow plenum ladders will require a vertical self-retracting lifeline to be installed before use. A temporary plenum ladder will provide access to different elevations of the cooling tower during construction or maintenance of the cooling tower. A temporary plenum ladder will always require a self-retracting vertical lifeline to be installed. When using a fixed ladder, you should first inspect the ladder to ensure it is safe for use. Evaluate the ladder to determine if fall protection will be required. If you determine that fall protection is needed, you will install a self-retracting vertical lifeline. It is acceptable to use a ladder without fall protection one time for the purpose of installing fall protection. When using a ladder, you will always maintain 3 points of contact. Do not, for any reason, climb a ladder with something in your hands. If need be, you can tie a rope to you, climb the ladder maintaining 3 points of contact, then rope up the item needed. To install a vertical self-retracting lifeline to be used for fall protection on a fixed ladder, you will first need to find an anchor point. When selecting an anchor point, you will need to find a structural member that will be capable of holding personnel should they fall off the ladder. The vertical self-retracting lifeline should be positioned so that it does not cause entanglement when climbing or descending the ladder. You will attach a rope to the vertical self-retracting lifeline so that the lifeline may be retrieved from the bottom of the ladder. When using a vertical self-retracting lifeline, you will first pull the lifeline swiftly to ensure the lifeline locks and is performing correctly. You will then use the rope to pull the vertical self-retracting lifeline down to be attached to your harness. The vertical self-retracting lifeline will be attached to the harness's D-ring on the back of the harness or to a D-ring extension attached to the harness's D-ring. Do not hook the vertical self-retracting lifeline to a lanyard. After you reach your desired elevation on the ladder, you will tie off, if above 6 foot, and detach the vertical self-retracting lifeline from your D-ring or D-ring extension. Once the vertical self-retracting lifeline is detached, you will use the rope attached to the lifeline to slowly retract the lifeline back into its housing. Never release a lifeline to recoil by itself. Doing so could result in injury due to the rapid recoil or damage to the lifeline. The self-retracting lifeline should be stored in a dry area at the end of the day to prevent premature rust and wear.